Yo, what is up, guys? Back at it again with round 2 of last week's local with a barrier statue stun. We win the roll. We're playing against Fiendsmith Ryzeal. I didn't see exactly what that hand was, but it looks kind of gnarly. It's like Prince, Dragoons. I'm sure there's some sauce in there. I don't really see a lot of hand traps, so good thing we won the roll. But you know, that's what we do. That's what we do. So I'm not sending squad here because I don't think. I'm assuming I don't actually have. I'm assuming I have squad in my hand. And I almost kind of prefer just going like the Dragoons Minstrel line over the squad line. Depends on the hand. So I must already have Shrine. Yeah, oh, Shrine. So Shrine, Tails in there, Droll, and something else. Might have been another extender. But, so yeah, already having Shrine makes me feel, ooh, I can't tell what that card is. It might be Poseidra, I'm not sure. But yeah, so he has Ash and Nib in hand, 2 Ryzeals and Callby. So really the only thing I'm thinking here is, my hand's a little awkward, but I think that is, I think even through him hitting Shrine with Ash, I can probably get full combo here. Because we already have the Minstrel rotation, we can most likely get a 4, Poseidra's in rotation, so once you kind of have like, you know, a Revive plus Coral, that gets you your 3 and 4, and then it's just Donner from there. And yeah, so I do actually make one misplay here, which did not cost me, but it definitely could have, and I'm getting better at it now. It was a little early in practicing my combo lines. Perulia was the final card, so really nice hand there, really nice hand. Shrine, Tails, Prince, Droll, and Perulia. Okay, that's consistency, baby, like that. So, so yeah, he uses the Ash on my Pike. This was a good bait here. You know, I don't know how much he knows about this deck, this player. This is one of our strongest players at the locals. But so he probably knows that Prince can grab Shrine and I did not grab Shrine. He probably knows that Taze can grab Shrine and I did not grab Shrine. And so once he sees Pike on field, it's definitely fair to put me on Better Habit. So the way you kind of look at it is like you respect them as a player to assume that they've held the card and that's why they're not searching it, or are you thinking, oh, they're gambling and this last search here is going to be the Shrine search that I need, and he just hard punts the Shrine and I'm out? Because denying access to the Shrine is also denies access to the free Dragoons to field by tributing Prince. So even if he ashes it, I almost don't care because I'll still get a totally awesome out of it, plus the search off of it. So one misplay. So I grab one right card here where I'm probably grabbing Poseidra. Yeah, we need to have Poseidra rotation. The next card I want to have rotation is Prince. It's the last card you can be able to search for turn. And so I do make one misplay here. So what you need to do when you go for this double Pike line, especially if you already have 2 7s live, that can be done with Poseidra, Tails, and Deep Sea King, or Tidal as well, or Ran. So here you actually want to summon Trite. If you want to summon Trite with your 2 7s, and then use those 2 7s to summon back a Dragoons, and then use Dragoons and Pike to make your Bahamut, and then you leave 1 Pike on field, and then that Pike on field can be synchroed with the revived Minstrel to make your Donna. So this way I would have also have Prince in hand, and then I don't need to wait to negate something to get Prince back to hand to then rotate into grave for Poseidra summon. And this way you basically so then if you do it that way, where you do get the extra Dragoon search in this specific hand, it's like auto game loss, auto game lock, because you'll have the attack boost. Yeah, as you can see here, I had the attack boost, I had the untargetable, double Omni negate, and I should have had Prince in hand as well as Droll I think I also had a second squad in hand, as well as Droll to, you know, deal with any attack boost, because he does have Ice, and Ice can technically normal summon and attack over his statue, but he didn't seem it was worth playing into, because he had an Ice Ryzeal, call by another Ryzeal, and then an Unknown, plus Nip, and he just calls it. Just scoops it right up. Lock's tough, man. Lock is tough. We've already made some evolutionary advances with the list, preparing to be. I am preparing to be countered, honestly, and I'm also finding ways to make my deck more consistent, and I'm finding ways to make it more consistent without relying as much as on Minstrel, while Minstrel's still doing the exact same thing. It's pretty neat, and I'm really excited to show you guys like what the upcoming list looks like. But yeah, getting into game 2 here, obviously he's gonna go first. I open Imperm Ash, Prince 1 for 1 I think Poseidra. So this was I think another hand where I play it incorrectly, and we'll see what that looks like. So Imperm on the ice is huge. Because I had the Ash hand, I know I can hold that for duo, and I can put him on. I can put him on Better Have It. He did not have it. Listen, dude. Who is a more consistent deck? Whose deck is more consistent? Insane. So here, I should have started. So I think I drew double Prince. I think it's double Prince in hand. I think I should have 1-for-1 sent the Ash. I think I should have 1-for-1 sent Ash. Because yeah, so he double hand traps my Prince, trying to lock me out of the game. If I 1-for-1, he will 100% Ash that. Imperm, and then I just normal Prince, normal Prince. What is the other card in my hand? I can't tell exactly. Is it? It is another Prince, right? It's Poseidra, Ash, and 1-for-1, and I'm not sure. I guess I only had 4 cards in hand. 1-for-1, Prince, Poseidra, Ash. Oh no, so I just have 1 Prince in hand and 1-for-1. So I should do is 1-for-1 on Ash, left Prince Poseidra in hand, let him Ash that, and then normal Prince, it gets Imperm, and then I can play from there. Also, an unfortunate thing here with Poseidra, so even though I got double hand trapped, I know it's still okay, and having Prince in hand is good for the follow-up Shrine play. I just needed to, so I put his card back in hand. Oh yeah, and so I lose that resource, or do I use? Yeah, discard 1-for-1. Okay, that was good to not discard the Prince. So we're going. So we sent Pike. The reason we sent Pike is because I'm hoping to use Trite to summon back the Pike. And one more quick thing. I did send Prince on field for Poseidra. Poseidra sent Squad to put Ice back in hand, and then Squad summoned. Or no, I sent Squad off of Prince and they got Ash. What am I saying? I dumped Pike off of Poseidra. So I could use Trite to special Pike back, and then Pike can discard, could probably discard Prince, grab Shrine, and then that basically guarantees lethal from there. But because he had Bell, it put me in a really bad spot, and I guess the only other thing is, yeah, I didn't use 1-for-1, so I normal summoned Prince that turn, so I didn't have a normal summon for a follow-up to make like Poseidra and then go off a little further. Yeah, so tough play there. And then putting Ice back in his hand feels really bad. I don't have Shrine Engrave either. Yeah, maybe the better line. Maybe the better line actually would have been to Poseidra send Shrine, and then summon back, and then use Prince Effect Engrave, summon back, summon back Squad, discard 1-for-1, make Yugioh, and then have Yugioh detach Poseidra to negate, and then have the Poseidra follow up by banishing Shrine in my grave, discarding Prince, summon back Poseidra, send Dragoons, spin it back a card, and then I get follow up that way. That was probably the better line. I think there are times for play to win scenarios, but I think just based on the cards I had available to me and how I'd already been hand tripped a few times and how and there was almost no way I was getting to lethal. It probably wasn't worth going through all this. But yeah, and then putting Ice back in his hand with Poseidra, giving him that a free follow-up starter really did hurt. So yeah, this game is not going our way. Yeah, so it wasn't bad. It was Prince. I think I drew Teus for turn, and then Judgment. Judgment was just huge. That just takes me out. Can have a look at the side there. You see that nice little side. So. What is that? It's a call by, triple, crossed out, Mizuzuchi, statue, double minstrel, and another water, I think. Or maybe there was like Nibiru for a crossed out target. But yeah, so this is an interesting game. We're going first here, and I don't remember exactly how it starts, but I know how it finishes. So let's see, we got 1-for-1, Deep Sea King, Ash, Droll, Infantry. So we have one starter. Thank God we play 1-for-1 in this particular hand. Yeah, here going Prince. Probably gonna send Squad, I would hope. Yeah, send Squad. Give myself that second option to get Yeah, he does not have Ash. So our Pike can attempt to search for our shrine here, which he has double imperm. Oh, his hand was Phantasme, triple imperm. I think Bonfire. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Um, if it was even Bonfire, I don't remember exactly. So yeah, here we just get full on stopped, and there was just we did not open enough. We didn't open any real extenders. We're just playing off Prince, so we just kind of had to like leave on the Lacia, and even Lacia didn't feel that great. I almost wanted to go into Coral and just leave it on field. I'm happy I didn't, because that would have been not great for this. I did think about Ash and his Phantasme. Now, when I try and look back at his hand, he said he drew. Oh, I think he had all non-engine, and he drew Bonfire Veiler. I think he drew the Veiler first. So if I would have Ash the Phantasme, he would have been on just Sword. Oh, it was Sword, triple Imperm Phantasme. And then he drew Bonfire and Veiler off the Phantasme, and he put the Veiler back. I'm almost positive. So I draw him here, and then he decides to pivot into the Fiendsmith line. He also did not open that great either. And since I have the Ash Blossom, I'm feeling pretty, like, once I saw Moon, I was like, oh, this is great. Oh, man, his turn's going to pass. There's no way. It did not fully pass, though, because he has X in hand. Yeah, so I don't remember what his hand was. I'm sorry, guys. I'm all over the place. Trying to rush this out. I got a busy morning ahead of me. But yeah, so special X sent. I didn't see what that was. It was probably. Oh yeah, wow. It wasn't Eclipse Aggregator. So. Real quick here. So he also admit that this was definitely a misplay. It wasn't completely a misplay. What was happening here was he was judging that based on the fact that we were under Droll. He knew that there was nothing I would be able to add to my hand for follow-up, so he wasn't as afraid of the Lacia being destroyed. But one really cool thing about Lacia, which like really changes how powerful she is, like you cannot hit her, is that now you just send, as long as you have any target engraved, you can send the Poseidra and then instantly target the Poseidra as a summon. So yeah, Poseidra's summon right away is disgusting here. I mean, this is like writing on the wall. I send squad to play around Droll. I put the detonator back in hand. And he didn't send Eclipse, which is crazy to me. But then the squad gets the Prince, and so before I even started my turn, I already have 2 bodies plus the 2 best cards in my deck. And so from here, we can almost all like really tell what's happening. I think he used Imperm on my Prince as I sent Dragoons. And so then Dragoons as Poseidra, and then Poseidra sends Prince to summon itself, and then Dragoons will summon back off the Prince effect, and now we can make Trite here, and then Trite can summon back Pike to the field. Oh yeah, Deep Sea King, that'll do it. And I think he has no cards in hands as well, so we're not afraid of Nib here. I'm not great at just like easily calculating lethal, and I'm always afraid of like the things I don't know. So I will. And this is not to BM or anything. I have to play the combo out correctly and not skip steps, because I've done this before where I would combo off just to get to lethal, and then once I go for it, oh yeah, I had a little camera malfunction there. But once I go for lethal, I'll end up like missing something the whole entire time, and then I lose because of it. And so it's happened too many times to me where at this point I just don't care. I'm gonna play out my turn, and yeah. So we make sure we get double Omni Negate, and then we have AK as well. And if he stops that, then okay, fine, we'll play from there. But yeah, okay. So that was his hand. It was Sword, triple Imperm, and I think he drew X in Veiler. Yeah, I think he drew X and Veiler, Sword, Searched Ice. Yeah, so good games. He said that I bet with the Ash on Pike over Shrine and the attack into Lacia play. We talked about that a little bit after, and he said, yeah, that just won't happen again. And I totally get it. He didn't know my cards did, and that is definitely an advantage that we're allowed to take advantage of with a rogue strategy, where your opponent's not going to know how to play into your cards sometimes, and they're not going to understand the full value you can get out of them. But once they do it one time, they're not going to do it again. And this is the kind of player that I know the next time will be a much harder matchup, and then I'll have to play a lot better as well. So yeah, it was a really good game here. So that's really it. Yeah. So tomorrow we'll get into the next round. And thanks so much for watching. Peace.